Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag RussSelfie, and my excellent and amazing guest, Landon Register, today is with me. So excited. Make sure and share this out. Let everybody know we're on. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, the Alzheimer's Association, the Extreme Graphics, ACMG Digital, and SMI Property Management. For more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how to support this amazing organization fighting Alzheimer's, go to alz.org. And for Extreme Graphics in Albany, Oregon, and their amazing graphic services, go to extremegraphics.com. For ACMG Digital and their digital services and how to get visibility for your business, go to acmgdigital.com. Finally, for more information on SMI Property Management and their property management services, go to smiproperty.com. Music by Connor Hedge and Protestant, used with permission. Hey everybody, welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag RussSelfie. And as you can tell, I am remote today and I am on the move, which is great. It's wonderful to have the ability to do that. And I'm just so thankful for technology. And I'm thankful for all of you that are here joining me today. You know, I have an amazing guest coming up. Super excited about him. And I just want to just tell you that I'm just so blessed for this amazing community. You know, every Monday and Thursday, we're here on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag RussSelfie, at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. But then it sits on LinkedIn and YouTube forever and on Facebook for 30 days after that. So you go back and watch it on video replay, the video podcast forever. Then, if you don't have time to watch, there is still more. You can listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We'd love for you to listen. Wherever you watch or listen, please like, comment, subscribe, and let us know you're there. We appreciate that. I want to encourage you to engage today. Jump in. Let us know you're here. Tag and share this with your friends today because it is just going to be a great time. I want to remind you what we're all about here. Marketing with Russ is all about how amazing people connect. That's right. Amazing people like Landon that are with me today. And of course, I love to connect. Go to russhedge.com today. Russhedge.com today is where you go if you want to connect with me. And I'm just so thankful for all of you that do that. You can connect on social media, email, my phone number. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar to Zoom with me. I'd love for you to do that. Also, please subscribe on our YouTube page. It is growing and growing thanks to my cat, Maisie. Mostly, she's way more popular than I am. But all of the live streams are on there. YouTube Shorts, there's a lot of fun stuff, including Maisie, if you want to check that out. But to subscribe today, all you got to do is go to marketingwithruss.live. So if you know the name of this show, there you go, marketingwithruss.live. You can get there. That's why I like to keep things simple. My website, myname.com, and my YouTube, Marketing with Russ.live. You know my name and my show, you're all good. So also, like I said earlier, please share and tag your friends today. If when you share this out and you tag people, it helps remind them that we're on. There's a lot of people that watch on replay because they forget or they just get busy, whatever. And sometimes people just don't have time. But if you tag them, they can watch whenever they want. And if you're watching on hashtag Team Replay, by the way, you can also tag your friends and share it. Even on replay, people can watch it and share afterwards and communicate with each other. And so today, I hope you do that, and really excited about that. All right. So my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, is always behind me. Today, I'm picking up my new banner for my new book coming out, Life Happens and Then You Choose. I am so excited. It's coming out November 3rd, and we're going to have a special Marketing with Russ. That is a book release on the 3rd. Also, we'll be having a special Russ Reels Live at 4 p.m. on the 3rd. So 2 book release shows on the 3rd of November. But I'm very excited about the book. Look for all the information in posts and information coming out on social media. That'll be coming. But next week, you'll see behind me my banner for my new show on Marketing with Russ. It's going to be exciting. So don't forget to get a copy of the old book first. If you missed Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, go to Amazon, or you can even go to, RussHedge.com, and you can get all my books there. So appreciate that. All right. Well, we always do a marketing tip of the day, and I've got a good one for you today. Marketing tip of the day, it gets cut out, put on YouTube Shorts, social media, all that. You can share it separately. Also, it's just a little tidbit meant to encourage you, inspire you, lift you up. So here we go. Here we go for the marketing tip of the day. This is your marketing tip of the day. Use energy in all you do. There you go. Use energy in all you do. What do I mean by that? You need to be energized. You need to be full of passion. You need to be excited. Like today, I mean, I love doing this. You can't tell. I'm using energy to show you that I love this and I'm passionate about it. When you use energy in all you do, you get other people excited. They want to buy your product or service. They want to work with you. Energy and passion just is really what excites people and gets them moving and wanting to work together and building community with you. So today you want to connect, build community with other people, show them you're energized, show them you're passionate, show them you want to do life with them. And that will make such a difference in all that you do. So remember, use energy in all you do. And that is your marketing tip of the day. All right. I know a lot of these seem very simple, but you know what? It's really important, because if you are not energized, passionate, and you're not really sold out for all you do, nobody else will be. I love the quote by Dale Carnegie that says, if you want people to be, I'm trying to remember the exact quote. I can't remember now, but it's something like, if you want people to be friendly, you have to be friendly to them. If you want them to be excited, you have to be excited to them. That's the premise of the quote. There you go. So whatever you put out, you get back. There you go. I knew that I was going to come around to that. All right. We're going to get Landon in the room here and get things started. Good morning, Landon.
Good morning, Russ. How are you?
I am so good. I am energized and ready to go. Can you tell?
I can, and I love that marketing statement of the day, or the tip of the day. It's so true. If you have no energy, you're not going to excite what you're trying to do and people around you. So yes, I love it.
Well, it's like everybody needs to think. If you've listened to a speech before, somebody give a talk, and they're monotone and they look like they would rather be anywhere else than up there telling you what they're telling you,
Yep.
you check out immediately. You don't care. You're like getting up to go to the bathroom, leave the room. What is my excuse to leave, right?
Yep.
But if somebody is energized and excited and telling you all about this, and you're getting energized and excited, you then are, they've captured your attention, and that is so important. So, well, Landon, listen, tell everybody, we need to start from the beginning here. Who in the world is Landon, and what are you up to?
Well, yeah, Landon Register. I'm the founder of No Acronyms Allowed, a boutique design firm that helps people and businesses turn meaningful ideas into products and ways of enhancing their lives, as well as Lumex Productions, a drone service company that helps larger industries with work that is very dangerous. And I help get people out of the field and get my drones into the field for oil and gas, large construction, commercial construction, real estate, you name it, we're there. I like to say that if I can save a life by putting my drone in its place, then I've done my job. But yeah,
That
that's
is so that is so awesome. Now, explain this. I mean, that's a lot to take in here. So you use drones. You're helping people be safe. Explain a little. So somebody needs your service.
Mhm.
Just tell me where you start with all this and how you explain things to them, because I don't think a lot of people even think about this. I love what it's all about, but I mean, this is really interesting to me because it's not something a lot of people do. So start from the beginning, and somebody, I call you up and I've got this industry, maybe a little bit dangerous. How can you help me? What do you do? Where do you start?
Yeah, sure. So why don't we start with commercial construction, for an instance?
Okay.
That one, really one of the large ones we're doing are building facade measurements, the walls and faces of buildings to help fabrications of awnings and other structures that extend themselves off the building for one of my clients out of Fort Worth. What they do now is they send people up, 5, 10 stories on ladders, and they're doing tape measurements of these building facades. So when we approached them, we said, let's get your people off of the scaffolds and ladders, and let's not use tape measures, which has about a couple inches of sway measurement anyway. And let's get our drones in place and, get your people out of there. So really, we'll put the drone up and we'll really just map the building itself. And we do that with RTK, which is real-time kinetic measurements. It works off a satellite that allows sub-centimeter accuracy. So when we're modeling or when we're mapping the building and creating a model, it's accurate to the millimeters. So that way their designers can take it and do the fabrication off of a 3D model instead of their old process, which was people, tape measures, ladders, drawings, and photos, and then a
And
designer takes
danger.
and danger. Yes, thank
And
you.
danger. Danger. Yes. Oh
Danger,
my
danger.
goodness.
Yeah, I mean, and so that's one instance. Other ones are climbing up telephone poles, right, to go inspect it, and lights at the park. Anything that really a human is there to do, photography or mapping into 3D. Let's get them out of there and put a drone in there in its place. These drones are amazing. And really in any industry, it can do the work for you. Right now, I'm at a geoscience oil and gas conference, and we're offering services there for drone services for oil and gas. And so for that one, we do subsurface detection with ground penetrating radars and magnetometers and read things that are under the ground, such as abandoned wells and underground assets that could be leaking. One of the other ones is infrastructure monitoring and analysis. So if you have an oil rig and your guys are used to going up there and dangerous, near flare stacks and things that can blow up, well, I'm pulling them out and putting drones in its place, and it's becoming more efficient, safer, and reducing cost and risks for these people. So, you take your pick in your industry, and a drone can probably pull, the person out of there and make it safer for them and more accurate.
Well, that is amazing. I mean, that is amazing because to me, it's like a no brainer. You make things safer for people. You're able to get accurate, even probably more accurate readings on all that you're doing and saving them money. I mean, all of these things being more productive. That's
Yeah.
amazing. So, back up in your life, where did you come from initially? What was your original? I mean, what have you done before this and what led you to this? Because I'm telling you, I mean, you're very unique.
I appreciate that. That's a very special compliment. So thank you. I come from a background of 20 years in corporate and doing user experience and human factor design and technology. And really, that's where it created the need for helping people in any fashion. I sat behind a computer though for 20 years, right? And so after being that long in a computer, or pretty much in a computer, I needed something else. And so, over the holiday, I started looking into how can I get into adventures, and I started looking at drones. And that breeds my excitement for being outdoors, and maybe filming it and putting a YouTube channel up. But then, me being the technologist and designer that I am, I said, well, what else can they do? And that's when I started opening up the door to all sorts of work that I had no clue that I could get involved with. And so I just started to plug away, and I said, you know what, this will allow me to get away from a computer, start flying, which is, something that I do love to do in general, and get outdoors again and talking to people. And like I said, it's really all about saving people, making it more efficient, and making it, more accurate. But,
Right.
My background being in user experience, I always say people over process. Really, you got to put the person and the customer in front of you and say, what are we really doing for you? And that's kind of what bred all of this, the creation of both companies, the no acronyms allowed, for doing product design and discovery, and into Lumex Productions, which coincide with each other, because I'm also starting to build a nature preserve and hazard control automation program that can help clear our waterways. So, I'm utilizing
Wow.
companies within each other.
So I got to tell you something. This relates to my marketing tip of the day and to something I told a friend a long time ago. There's an inside joke that I love manufacturing, because I was telling a friend of mine that he was so passionate and energized about manufacturing that it actually sounded interesting to me. I said to him, I said, you really are in a boring industry. And I said, but you're making it sound exciting. And so then they're giving me a hard time. I'm telling manufacturing
Mhm.
boring. So now I love manufacturing. I always say that. By the way, hashtag I love manufacturing. And that is my friend Dave. He is amazing. And you remind me of him in this way, because what you're saying is very complicated and kind of be over some people's heads, but you're so excited about it that I'm getting excited about it. And it's making me think about other things. Like, my brother-in-law is a police commander. He actually uses drones, and he teaches police departments how to use them to be safer, to use drones to go into situations. They use drones where they, are not going to send people in, they'll send the drone in instead.
Yeah,
And so, and he helps people get certified and those kind of things, teaches classes and stuff on that. But yeah, I mean, it is just like the sky is the limit. The days of just getting pictures from drones, which is also cool, you
yep,
know, but I
yeah.
mean, the days of just that are far gone. There's so many things going on. It's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. It is exciting. To simplify it, with my business with the drones, Lumix Productions, we capture, map, and inspect. Right? We capture footage, we map data, and we inspect buildings and assets and infrastructures, and you name it.
Right.
But those are the three things that we do. And I do love to simplify things, so that way everybody can get excited about it and start to think of ideas of how else can these things be used, because it's not going away in the next 10
Yeah.
years. I don't even know where
Right.
this industry is going. And
Right.
look, I'm at a geoscience conference. I never realized how interesting rocks were, right? And
Right.
how interesting the work that they do is. And now I'm here nerding out myself on this, that I had no clue about this industry. And I'm like, man, I want to go learn more now, because I
Right.
need to see what else I can do to help the industry further itself. Yeah.
This is why I think it's so interesting. First of all, give me those three things again. Your three main things.
Capture, map, and inspect.
We're going to get those in the comments. Capture, map, and inspect. You know, this is why we all are different, and we need different people that are passionate about different things, because I'm a true believer that we're better together, because what you're talking about and nerding out on all that stuff does not excite me in the least, except for you do. You are exciting. You're telling me about it. And then I get excited about it. But the whole idea is you love all this stuff. So what my point is, people that are thinking this is way over my head, I don't even want to deal with this. That is why you call Landon, That is
Yes.
why you reach out to Landon. That is why you use his company, because he's all over it. He wants to learn more. He wants to dive into it more. That may not be your area, not my area, but it's definitely Landon's area. And
Yeah.
so, the whole thing is when you find people, we've all got our passions that God has instilled in us that are whatever, we are meant to do in our life, our purpose here on earth. And your purpose is definitely this. You can see it. It shines from your face. I mean, it's amazing, Landon. So, all
Appreciate it.
right.
Yeah, you hit on one thing. I say collaboration over competition.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Well, I mean, we got to collaborate together.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned over my 61 years that I'm 61 years young. And one thing that I have learned is you work with other people that are better at what you need done than you are.
Yep.
And collaborating with people, if you're in an industry and you need what you have, you're the person to go to for sure. When you are not good like me at accounting things, the first thing I did with my business is hire a good tax person and a good accounting person, because that's not my thing. I don't
Yep.
like it, and so it doesn't energize me at all. Even when
Yeah.
people get excited about it, I'm not sure even then it energizes me. But, I mean, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it is, it definitely collaborating together. So, and also your whole thing about saving money and being more productive. So, we're all about connection and community building here on Marketing with Russ. And, people are thinking, well, what does drones and gas and construction have to do with that? Everything, because he is at this conference this week and connecting with people, building communities, showing them what his product or service can do for them. This is what it's all about. And whatever you do, everyone, whatever you do, you're reaching out, connecting, building communities, showing people what they can do to save more money, to be more productive. And this is how we all are better together. This is how we come together, right, Landon?
It is. It definitely is. We lean on each other instead of fighting each other with this stuff, and it works so much easier. And that's why I really do believe in collaboration over competition, because the things that I'm finding out at this conference, they have, these people have 20 plus years, 30 plus years in experience in this field. I do not. I'm not a geologist. I'm not a background in oil refinery work or any of that, but I am loving the research behind it and learning fast and talking to the experts about it, and then saying, hey, experts, how about we look at what we can do to help you, right? How do we pull your people out of the field? And it's really just about discussing what we can do. People ask, well, what's the way you work? It's like, well, let's have a conversation first and let me see how I can help you. After a conversation, I can say, well, either yes or no, or hey, point you this way. I mean, we all have vast networks, and it's not like it's a hidden one, right? So the more that we actually collaborate and talk with each other, we build a larger network. And we all know that if we work together, we go further, faster, and stronger, right, than working against each other.
I love that. Say that last thing again.
Oh man, you put me on the spot now. We work together instead of against each other, really. And
Right. And we go further, faster,
faster and
and
stronger.
stronger.
Yeah,
Yes, I
further,
love
faster,
that.
and stronger. Yeah, I'm a big believer in this stuff, empowerment, and
Yeah,
really, really like that energize tip of the day. It hits me right on the heart, because I love
oh,
being able to give that energy to people and seeing
yeah,
it spread out. And like you said, you start to get excited, and that's what these last 3
yeah.
days have been. I've been maybe on 4 hours of sleep for 3 days, but man, I am so excited to keep going until this thing's over, and then excited for who I connected with, what's in store for us next. I
Right,
mean,
right.
it's amazing when you just
Just
open
keep
up.
the coffee flowing, right?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. And I definitely need coffee.
Well, listen, as we wrap things up for today, what I want you to do is give everybody your gold nugget of the day, what you really want them to remember from today's conversation. There's been a ton of it. And by the way, everybody, this sits on LinkedIn and YouTube forever, Facebook for 30 days. You go back and watch on replay. You can share it with your friends. You can share it with the people in industries that really could use Landon's help. Also, make sure and still connect, communicate, say hi to us. You know what? And share this out with everybody, because there are so many people that need his service, and it's so unique. So anyway, Landon, go ahead and do that, and then tell us how to connect with you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, I mean, really, it's those two things. We're helping people turn ideas into products and enhancing ways of lives. And the other side of things, we're replacing people that are in harmful and very dangerous jobs and putting drones in place to help, further their business, make them more efficient and make them, reduction in cost and risks. It just real quick in oil and gas, getting lawsuits for leaking abandoned wells is huge. So, we help you save millions of dollars in a lawsuit by charging you, 30% less than what conventional ways are. But I'll tell you, at the heart of it, I'm a strategist, I'm a designer, and I'm a technologist. So, let's have a conversation and see what you're trying to do. And between what I'm doing on both sides, I'm sure I can help you in some which way, or form or fashion. And if not, I'll lead you to the direct person that might be able to help you go further than I could. And that's why I say it's collaboration over competition. I know that it'll come back to me in some way, form, or fashion. I don't expect it, but that's how the world works. And so,
That's right.
you just got to have an open mindset about it. And that's what this leap was about for me. It's not secure world, but after 20 years of corporate life, I found that the energy that I have behind my businesses now, it replaced that 20 years of good work, great work, but monotonous work.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I tell you, amazing, Landon. We could talk forever. This is such a great topic. So I've got it on the screen, but tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
Yeah. Get in touch with me. LinkedIn, Landon Register, also noacronymsallowed.com and lumexproductions.com, LUMEX productions.com. Either way, but whatever way you reach out, just say hi and tell me what you're doing and tell me, how I can help.
That is so awesome. So awesome. Well, listen, we're going to have you back on sometime in the future because I want to continue this conversation, but I appreciate you. For today, I'm going to say goodbye on screen, but hang tight in the green room because I'll be there right after. I thank you so much for being here and just blessing our audience.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
All right. See you in a second. Wow. Amazing, everybody. What a community builder he is as an individual in his industry. And you definitely need to reach out to Landon today. If you know somebody, maybe that's not an area that you need help in, but somebody that you know does. So reach out to them and let them know. I want to tell you how much I appreciate everybody being here today. And as I'm on the road trying to keep the camera straight and all that, I just appreciate you guys. You know what? The great thing about technology, we can do this anywhere. So there you go. But what a blessing. So today, just want to remind you that we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your listening and viewing pleasure. Do not forget, you can reach me at russhedge.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube at marketingwithruss.live. And whether you're watching live or on replay, you can share this, tag your friends, and you can still connect with Landon, with me, with any of the people in the comments. Reach out to each other. Appreciate y'all for being here today. Until next time, which will be this coming Monday, have a blessed and amazing rest of your week. See ya. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.